All right, good morning everyone and happy Wednesday. You have made it through the middle of the week and we have some big changes that are going to be moving into San Antonio, some big weather changes really just over the next 24 hours. So we'll get right into it, but before we're going to take a look at our current temperatures. This is the last day to really enjoy this warm weather. Very nice, really nice fall weather. You know, we're in the 70s, so it still feels very pleasant outside, but we do have that humidity. We're at a dew point of 68. And I'm just checking right now to see that all of my audio is working okay. Just let me know in the comments if you can't hear me. All right, who do we have this morning? Good morning, Jocelyn, Patty, David. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Martin. Good to have everyone here this morning as we're getting close to lunchtime. But you can see as we take a look at our weather cams, we have a lot of cloud coverage right here. Don't want you to be fooled that we're going to see any rain. We're not expecting that. It's just going to be kind of this pesky cloud cover. We had it in the morning. We also had some fog, and it's going to stick around. But I do believe we'll see the sun start to appear as we get into the late afternoon, and by then temperatures will gradually warm really into the 80s. So it's going to feel a little bit like spring, but this is right before our big cold front. So let's get right into it and start off with these temperatures across our region. Bernie is still in the 60s, so very nice weather for them at 68 degrees. We have some 80s though, 80 in Pleasanton, 81 in Pearsall. But nice and cool in San Antonio, low 70s, so it feels really nice outside. Floresville, 73, Seguin at 75. For the most part, everyone is dealing with the 70s or close to the 70 degree mark, but then we get a little warmer in the 80s already out to the southwest. But the hottest temperature, or at least what we can expect for this afternoon, is going to be in the 80s. So we're expecting a high of 85 degrees today in San Antonio. And you can see that we have the sun here, already starting to appear just around 1 o'clock. So I do believe we'll see some of that as we get into the afternoon. So you should see some sunshine there. And take a look at these winds. So with this wind coming out of the south, we're at 20 miles per hour. So that means we're getting a lot of moisture that's coming in from the south. It's pushing in that humidity and it's making it feel a little bit muggy outside. But I mean, look at these winds everywhere. I mean, this is fueling a lot of moisture here into the region. So that's also going to help with some rain chances as we look into late into the weekend. Of course, I'll let you know more about that in just a moment. But I mean, everyone here in the 20s for our wind speed. Now, here we're going to look at the cold front. So one of the ways I like to look at the cold front is with the dew point. So that's a measure of how much moisture is in the air. And right now we're in this green color in San Antonio, so we're in the mid 60s. But take a look as I put this into motion. That green color is going to start to get pushed out. That dark green color is going to get pushed along the coastline here. So as we go into, you can see Thursday and into Friday. This is Thursday afternoon. Already we're getting into the 60s. Now I'm going to put this a little further out, and then all of the green starts to go away and we're in more of that yellowish, even more brownish color as we go towards the hill country. So this is when that cold front will arrive. This particular model has it in the hill country by already, I'd say around 10 a.m., late morning. They should start to see that cold front move in. And in San Antonio, we're expecting that cold front to come around late afternoon, around 3. And so what that means is that we could still have some warm temperatures, but as we get into the evening, those temperatures are going to start to drop with that cold front arrival. And of course, we are in the month of November, so what that means is we have these temperature swings. In the month of November, we have a pretty big spread. We can go from highs in the upper 70s, and then we can drop by late November into the 60s. So this cold front that's moving in, we've had already a couple of pretty strong cold fronts that have dropped our temperatures in the 40s, and this one's going to drop it into the mid 60s. That's about average for this cold front that we're going to expect. It's pretty average for San Antonio. And even these lows will be in the 50s and 40s. And again, so this cold front is going to bring pretty typical weather to what we usually expect. But it still will be a temperature swing. So here we go into Thursday. So tomorrow we're looking at a high temperature around 72. And we will have some rainfall with this as well. And then take a look on Friday, it's going to drop all the way into the low 60s. We could even see the upper 50s with this front. So again, something to keep in mind, just have that jacket with you, especially Friday and Thursday night. If you have plans to go out, you want to bring your jacket as well. It's not really sweater weather because it's not really, I'd say more in the 50s was when you want to get that sweater out, but still you want to bring a jacket because it's going to be pretty rainy and it just could be just a bit, you know, kind of pesky rain out on the roads, and that's something you just want to keep in mind, to have that umbrella and your jacket on hand as well for Thursday night and then all day Friday. All right, and so we'll put this into motion here so you can see kind of the scattered showers that we're expecting. Let me just take a look at the comments 1 second here. So Grace is asking, are there storms tomorrow or is it just rain? It's looking, Grace, like it's going to be just scattered rainfall. We're not expecting any big, heavy thunderstorms, but I'm going to show you right now that you're going to see kind of some more heavier pockets are possible. So it's just kind of going to be depending on where you live. So here's Thursday, still cloudy skies. Not any rainfall is expecting because Thursday afternoon is when the front starts to move in. So you can see there are some heavier patches, these small pockets of red. You know, we could see a stray isolated storm, but for the most part, Grace, we're just looking at scattered rainfall. So here we go Thursday night. You can see here in Bexar County, just some very spotty shower activity. But like I said, we can't rule out a stray thunderstorm or two. And then here's Friday. So this is Friday morning. Our temperatures are already in the 50s. Now, so if you have plans on Friday, taking the kids to school, you want to make sure they have a pretty big jacket, also maybe something to just kind of like, you know, make sure that it's completely buttoned up because the winds as well are going to start to pick up, and it's going to be pretty chilly out there pretty much all day Friday. And with this model, you can also see that the rain stays off to the south of San Antonio, really along the coastline. So the rain that we do get, it shouldn't be much heavy rain, but the rain that we do get will push off Friday night. So I believe that by Friday, those Friday night football games, for any games that are out, I think it should be okay for as far as getting rained out. I don't think we'll see anything like that. But now I just want you to see kind of the second setup. So these weather changes are going to come in a 1-2 punch. First, we're going to have this cold front that's going to move in tomorrow, and it's going to hang around until Friday with the rain. So Thursday night into Friday morning. But then we will have another chance to see some rain as we go into Sunday and Monday. So you can see we have this upper level low, and there's that green color just along the coastline. But San Antonio could see some of this more heavier rainfall. So Grace, I would say that definitely for Sunday night into Monday is when we could possibly see more heavier rain, but it's something we will keep an eye on as well. And so here's kind of an overall look at how much rainfall we can expect. It's not a whole lot, but definitely it's something that we need because we always welcome the rain. In Bexar County, we could see 1.5 inches, so that's pretty good. And of course, along the coastline, they could see up to 2 inches of rainfall for them. And so that's a good amount of rainfall as well. All right, and here's your 7-day forecast. I mean, take a look at this big temperature swing. So for today, we're looking at a high of around 85 degrees, and then it drops into the low 60s. So very big temperature swing here, and then we kind of keep with this cooler weather. So fall-like weather will stay with us until about Tuesday, but I mean, wow, this rain will hang around. We get a little bit of a break on Saturday, but after Saturday, like I said, we could see that rain start to kick back up again Sunday into Monday. So just keep the umbrella in the car because you never know if you get hit by one of those downpours. And of course, keep the jacket on hand because we're gonna have some pretty fall-like weather starting tomorrow. But that's about it for this afternoon, we're about to be afternoon for this morning. And so I'll just leave this up for a little bit so y'all can kind of see the 7 days. I will be here for the noon show. Make sure to tune in so you can see and hear about any more details we have for this forecast. All right, and I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's Wednesday.